Kia ora, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. As you said, my name is Claire Bradley and I'm the Business Development Manager at Agrisea. I'm going to take you on a little bit of a different journey today. Marine biotechnology is rapidly gaining recognition to provide innovative and scientific solutions for our biomedical, agrochemical, nutraceutical and cosmetic industries. Agrisea has been pioneering New Zealand's seaweed biotechnology industry for past 20 years. We're a family-owned, privately owned, family-run business, and we've had substantial success in the kiwi fruit, viticulture, agriculture, and recently apiculture sectors in New Zealand. We also export our nutritional products and biostimulants to Europe, the US, and Australia. We've developed a pretty long-term, clear R&D project that really seeks to unlock our marine bioactive resources and how they can help farmers to reduce their environmental contaminants. The particular project that we're going to talk about today has had funding from Callaghan Innovation, and we have a fantastic PhD student, Matthew Beck, who's at Lincoln University, and under the hugely knowledgeable Pablo Gregorini. Matt's focus is on creating a new product out of our marine fermentation technologies to help ruminant nutrition and environmental contaminants. Matt has already produced his first poster paper that was presented at the Australian New Zealand Marine Biotech Conference in Australia last month. And so without any further ado, I'll introduce Matt.
Thank you for that, Claire. As she said, I'm Matt Beck. I'm a student at Lincoln University. So first, I'd like to answer why seaweed. Well, seaweed has different bioactive compounds, which include fluorotannins. Fluorotannins have been shown to provide antioxidant and environmental protective benefits in ruminant animals, so cows, deer, sheep. They also contain complex carbohydrates, which can act as prebiotics, so that's feeding good bacteria in the gut to allow them to proliferate and the inefficient bacteria to be reduced. And why Agrisea? Well, Agrisea takes this seaweed and then through their fermentation process, it produces new bacteria which have probiotic effects. And so the next question is, how much should we use, and is less more? Well, from the studies that we've done, one we used in vitro, so we had these glass jars full of rumen fluid collected from dairy cows, and we had an increasing amount of dose, and it was the lowest level of this product that had the greatest effect, which could be counterintuitive. But whenever you put that on a milliliters per animal per day, it's spot on with what Agrisea was suggesting. So that's 5 milliliters per head per day. So if you put that into context of you have a cow with an 80-liter rumen, that is 0.006% of the rumen volume that you're adding, and we're having massive effects. So when we look at this dose in dairy cows, at 5 milliliters, we saw more fermentation, so the total volatile fatty acids, which are the products produced by ruminal fermentation that the cow then uses as energy, we had an increase in 26%. This increased energy led to a greater body condition score from these cows as they're going through the dry period to calving. And these cows had greater antioxidant levels, so that's total antioxidant status in the plasma, and also lower glutathione peroxidase, which is an antioxidant enzyme level, which could be used as a marker of oxidative stress. So these animals, they produce more energy from the same amount of feed, they gained more weight, and they felt better. So in the lactation phase, we increased the dose to 100 milliliters, and at that dose, we saw an 18% reduction in urinary nitrogen. And they also produced about 12% less CO2. And additionally, trends from that first, the dry cow experiment would indicate that while we may not reduce methane on a per animal basis, we likely have reduced methane on a per unit of intake or per unit of energy intake, which is really interesting. So where you can find me, there's my email address, and I'll be around here all day. Thank you.